Hi guys, it's time for Math with Miss Stephanie. Today we're going to be reviewing our touch points for touch math. So I'm going to switch the screen over so you guys can see what I'm seeing on my iPad. So today we're going to go over our touch numbers. So you guys have probably all seen this before because we've been working with these numbers for a long time in school, okay? So I'm just going to review where the touch points go on our numbers. So first, we're going to start with the number 1. And I'm going to draw it right here off to the side. And you guys can draw it on paper too at home, okay? So we have our number 1, and we see our first touch point is right here at the top. So we're just going to do a dot, all right? Our next one is the number 2. So we have one touch point at the beginning of the number and one touch point at the end of the number. Next, we're going to be working on number 3. So we have a touch point on every single point on the number 3. So we have 3 dots. Next, we're going to go to the number 4. So this number has touch points on these 2 top points and then these 2 bottom corners. Next, on number 5, we're going to have 5 touch points. We're going to have one at the beginning, at the top, one on this corner, one on the second corner, one in the middle of the curve, and one at the very end of the 5. Our next number is going to be 6. So we're going to have one touch point at the very tip, we're going to have one touch point in the center, and one touch point down here where the curve meets. And then, because it's the number 6, we're also going to add rings. So we're going to have one ring around the top dot, one ring around the middle dot, and one ring on the lower dot. So when we count them all together, we count the dots and the rings. So for 6, we'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you guys remember to always count your dots and rings. So next we're going to be going to our number 7. So number 7 has a dot at the beginning, one dot on this corner, one dot in this middle of the line, and one dot at the very end. And we're going to add rings around these 3 dots so that when we count, it comes out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, our next number is going to be 8. So 8 is going to have a dot on each side of each circle for your 8, and then each dot is going to get a ring around it as well. So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And our last number is going to be the number 9. So our 9 is going to have one dot that's right here in the middle of the curve, one dot at the top of the curve, one dot at the beginning of the straighter portion of the number 9, one in the middle, and one at the very end. And 4 of our dots are going to have rings around them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we count, we'll have 9 altogether. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there we go, guys. 1 through 9 with all of our touch points. And remember, 0 does not have any touch points. Okay, I'm looking forward to our next session of Math with Miss Stephanie.